She's still working on this area. We're gonna gently probe here in the ground. You guys are gonna go on a little time warp and I'm gonna get to work. She really protects her eggs. Here they are. Look at this. I actually get nervous. Here she comes. This is gonna be trouble for me. Uh-oh, here she comes. Look at this. I thought it was empty. Nope. Oh God, here she comes. Hey, what's going on everyone? Kenan here, and today we are gonna be hanging out with some tortoises. We're talking about sulcata tortoises plus some radiated tortoises because it's egg laying season.
We sincerely thank all of you happy campers out there. Your support makes a real difference in our efforts here at Kamp Kenan. This week's special shout out goes to Ed E. Thank you for all you do and for loving reptiles.
So right now we've got some eggs in the ground. We've also got a female right here who's looking like she wants to lay. And how do I know that? How do I know she wants to lay? Well, she's been restless the last couple of days. She's been pacing around the perimeter of the fence. She's looking for a spot to lay. We are in the heart of sulcata tortoise season, and I've got to get these eggs out of the ground, but we're also going to keep, and we're going to do something different with some radiated tortoise eggs. I think I'm going to leave them in the ground to incubate. As I found a hatchling in the past, I want to see if nature can do it better than me with the radiated tortoises. So we're going to construct something that we can put over the nest to secure the nest, and when they hatch, to keep the young close by. So I'll be checking on that throughout the coming months. You guys will be right there along with me. But today, we're going to see what's going on. Now, here's the deal. I don't know if she has laid or is beginning to lay. So I'm going to let her do her thing, and we're going to wander on over here. Because Big Mama did some work yesterday, and she laid some eggs. So we're going to dig those eggs up. We got to get them into a container, and we got to get them in the incubator. And then we got to construct. Whoa, look at this. She knocked over the bucket here. Here she is. She's still working on this area. Now this tortoise, she's very protective of her eggs, and I was hoping she was actually going to be gone by now. But this is a special tortoise. She really protects her eggs. And you wouldn't think that out of a sulcata tortoise, right? Most people think that tortoises don't protect their eggs, that they lay them and leave. But she has laid her eggs for a long time now. They've been in the ground for about 12 hours. And I've been just kind of letting her do her thing because I wanted her to wander off so I can probe around and really get to work here. But what we're going to find out is as soon as I start messing about here, looking for these eggs and where she in fact laid them, she's going to turn around and do her thing, I think. Let's see. Here we go. Let's take my probe. Okay, we're going to gently probe here in the ground. And when this probe sinks, that's when I know I've hit the nest chamber. But do you see how much she disturbs? She really disturbs a lot of the area so as to create a diversion and to make everything look uniform so that predators don't know exactly where to start looking. So here we go. There are definitely eggs in here somewhere. This is not going to be easy for me. She never makes it easy, this tortoise. Not at all. Let's see. And again, I want to be gentle because I don't want to damage the eggs. Maybe she laid going this way. Look, she's leaving. Oh, all right, well, there you go. She don't care anymore. We'll see what happens when I really start digging. But this gives me an opportunity to start looking around. All right, I'm going to get to work. You guys are going to go on a little time warp, and I'm going to get to work finding these eggs. Okay, so I found the eggs and Mama's still hanging around here. So what I want to do is get my bucket and we're going to put a little soil in it to keep the eggs from rolling around. So I'm probably going to do an egg cleaning on these. Here they are. Look at this. So look at this is a really cool view of the nest. You can see it's also very wet. We're near the pond and it's been raining a lot. So I don't want these eggs in the water, in the ground. They will not hatch. These guys just, I've never had sulcatas hatch in the ground. But let's see how many eggs we got. We got 1, 2. This female always lays close to 30. So we got 2, 3, 4. She's an extremely good mother in that she doesn't break many eggs at all when she lays. And she excavates a massive nest. 2, that's gonna be 6. Okay. Oh, you see, this one was a little dinged. So there's 6. I'm gonna pull these out. See what we got. 7. Here she comes. I gotta get this quick because she can start really attacking me. Here's 10. Oh gosh, she's coming. Oh my gosh. Here's 11, 12. Oh, she's not gonna be happy with me. She can actually hurt. 13, 14. Oh my gosh. I actually get nervous. Here she comes. This is gonna be trouble for me. You don't think a mother knows, huh? Watch this. She's gonna try and push me. This is definitely a mother protecting her nest. And I know some of you may think this is cruel, but I've got to get these out of the ground. Here she comes. Oh, here she comes. She's gonna push on me. She's gonna ram my legs or something. Oh my gosh. What a Looney Tune. I lost count, guys. I'm gonna have to just stick to business and get these eggs out without actually counting. Let's just get them out. I'm doing some yoga poses here right now. Not easy, but I'm quite limber these days, thankfully. Oh my God. What a score, huh? So many eggs. Oh my God, there's still some buried. Hey girl, see this? Look at that. So many eggies, and you always got to check really well when you are looking. Yep, this is a big nest. She's a very prolific gal. I think we have someone walking by the house. Let's see. Looks like a delivery person. Yep, Amazon. Very cool. Okay. What's up, man? Good. All right, so just making sure I don't let a ring go off without paying attention to it these days. As you know, we had a break-in, but this is just my delivery drivers. All right, in the meantime, I'm still going. I'm gonna keep digging because, oh, look at this. I found another, look at this. I thought it was empty. Nope, 3 more stuck to the roof. Look. Oh God, here she comes. I mean, I am really kind of bent over here. Oh gosh, I wanted to hit this, so I'll move it over here. There's still another one. My goodness, this is Big Mama. She is something, huh? She is a very good lady, and Hercules has been breeding her, so she's got a lot going on here. A lot going on here. Let's see. I'm still digging. I think we got them all. Check up on the roof. Yeah, we got them all. Holy smokes. Let me put this on the other side of the fence, and I'm gonna just pull some soil back and fill that in. But we got them. Woo! This is the season, huh? This is the season for sulcata eggs, all the way till the end of March. So pretty excited about that. Great tortoises. You just have to make sure that you cool, have the space for them. And here we do, thankfully. And I love hatching eggs. It's so much fun to get sulcatas, radiated tortoises, all the different species I keep here. You did good, Mom. I'm sorry, but they would never hatch in the ground. We got to get them out of the ground. And sulcatas are actually quite plentiful here in the United States. And some may argue you shouldn't breed them, but in Africa, they're actually kind of eaten out. Look, she's gonna start backfilling again to hide her nest. So I'll let her do that. Whew, how cool. Yeah, these guys in Africa, actually, a lot of the places they come from, there's a lot of political upheaval. There have been famine in the past. There have been things that happen that the human population suffers. And if the human population's suffering, you can bet the animals are going to suffer too, because people need to eat. And so they'll eat the animals, which you can't blame them. And so I think it's great that these animals are here and stable in the United States. And there are many tortoises that are doing well in captivity. But unfortunately, there are always people that get in over their heads or buy something on impulse. And that's not what you want to do with any animal. You got to do the research, make sure you have the right space for these animals. And you know what you're doing. And that's what we try to do here at the camp. We try and educate people. We try and get these animals into the best possible places. And yeah, I love it, man. I love these tortoises. They're fantastic animals. Very personable, very cool. And now we've got a whole bunch of them. I'm going to put this right in here so I can continue to speak with you folks while we're doing our video. So what I want to do is kind of set these guys up. I'm going to set these up differently than I've incubated sulcatas. And look, let's go back and check her out. And then I'll get back to my thought on how I'm going to incubate them. She's just starting to dig, so I'll have more eggs later. So she's starting to excavate. This female has already laid 1 clutch this season. She'll lay about 4 to 5. The big gal over there, she's looking like she needs to find a spot, so it's about to get crazy here for sulcata tortoises, which is fantastic. We love them. And hey, what are you gonna do? Gonna make them happy. There she is. All right, everybody's out and about. The weather's great. Let's rinse some of these eggs off, and we're gonna put them in this container. And as I was saying, I'm gonna incubate them differently. I'm gonna treat them like a clutch. You saw how they were in that nest. They're kind of all around each other, and that's how the tortoise lays them. So what I want to do with this container is, obviously it's a sim type container, suspended incubation technique. We're going to fill the bottom with water, and I'm going to place the first row of eggs here. Then I'm going to put eggs all around, and what we're going to do is have them all clumped together. And I want to see how they do in that manner, because since this is all 1 clutch, these guys are going to hatch out at the same time. And what will happen in the nest is 1 egg starts hatching, and it vibrates, it moves, there's movement, it awakens the other ones, and they all start to hatch in mass. That's how they're able to dig out. So I want to try and replicate that in a controlled setting, which is what we're trying to do here with these. So I'm going to throw you guys back on time-lapsey. I'm going to rinse myself off, rinse the eggs off, get these set up, and we'll be right back. Okay, man, we have an incredible 34 eggs from that female. That is just incredible. What a huge clutch. Now, you'll see, I just kind of packed them in like this. I'm gonna basically just leave them like this. I wanted to kind of see how this will work. These are usually an easy hatch, these tortoises. So I'm really not worried. They're pretty bulletproof, but I'm just curious because it's space. I'm able to keep these guys all in this configuration, or this many tortoise eggs in 1 container. That's helpful. You'll notice here there's a dimpled egg right there. Can you guys see that? It's got a little bit of a cracked shell. There is a membrane underneath, and sometimes these hatch and other times they don't, because the membrane on the inside, the soft shell, will collapse and this will dehydrate. Other times what I've done is I've taken candle wax and I've melted candle wax over these, and it's created a seal, and I was actually able to save the embryo inside. So pretty cool stuff. A little trick there for you. What we're going to do is put this lid on. I'm going to need 2 hands to carry this because it's heavy and I don't want any accidents. Also, I want to move this a little bit. Let's see. Actually, these guys here I might have to move because this lid doesn't seem to want to go all the way down. Yeah. Let me just get 2 hands and see what we can do here. Let's see. This container is actually taking over the job of the nest chamber. This is now the egg container. So let's go ahead and put our hands right down there, and let's go in and get this into the incubator. Really, really cool stuff. I'm gonna put you guys up here, and you're gonna go along for the ride with me. That's too slippy. Yep, you're gonna have to just hang. We've got water in this, which makes it difficult to move around too, because the water goes back and forth. So you wanna make sure you're careful when dealing with this. All right, we're gonna put it in the incubator here, which has been hanging out waiting for us. We got a lot going on in the incubator this season, which is kind of fun. I think it's fun. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Would you be stoked to have this many tortoise eggs and lizard eggs and all kinds of things happening in here? We're just gonna put it right there. That's it. No muss, no fuss. We're gonna put it in right there. All right, so that's where it'll sit. And if I notice that there's too much condensation on it, I can just easily open this and let it breathe. And I've done that for all of these. See, if they see too much condensation, I don't want these eggs to get too wet. This entire incubator is about 70% humidity because there's a pan of water at the bottom. In fact, I'm soaking these little cherry heads, which are gonna go out very soon. We've been waiting because of all the bad weather in the United States right now. There's a lot of winter storms. So what we don't wanna do is ship when these animals, we ship during a storm. So right now I'm filling this up with water, and that water evaporates and creates humidity in the air, which keeps these guys hydrated. So there you go. We're gonna let that one breathe because it's so wet at the moment. Okay, now, say goodbye to little dudes. Now, for the second phase of this video, I wanna create just something simple that I can put over the eggs that are in the ground. And you know, this way we make sure that those eggs are in fact taken care of and not, I'm gonna need this I think, but I broke that wheel, so I'll have to get a new wheel. Let me show you what's going on. And don't worry, I'll go check on those other sulcatas later. But let's walk over here. You can see we've got a little action happening out here. What's happening? There are in fact radiated tortoise eggs. Oh, look at these radiated tortoises sunbathing. They had a little feed earlier. Let's check in on the ponds, huh, shall we? Look at how awesome they look. Everything looks beautiful. These ecosystem ponds from Aquascape are just the best. I love them. More importantly, the animals love them, so it's fantastic to have such cool habitats for them. All right, oh, turtles are turtling. They're basking and jumping in the water. So they were just getting a little bask on. My Central American sliders and my pink belly side neck. So many turtles just enjoying themselves in these ponds, so it's very cool. Plus we have this whole habitat with the radiated tortoises out and about. So right here there is a nest, and the rain has kind of obscured it a bit, but it's high and dry here. You see how much higher this soil is? It has good runoff towards the low areas. This drains nicely, and that's why I think we're able to hatch the radiated tortoises in the ground. So what I need to do is just, I want to create a little kind of basket or kind of cage over the top of this, and then kind of anchor it down. If nothing has found these eggs yet, they've been in the ground for 2 days already. Nothing's found the eggs yet, which is good. And more importantly, what we want to do is just have a little cage set up so that when they do hatch, I'm able to get them and they'll be contained. This grass will grow up over the course of the next few months while these guys are incubating, provide some shelter. So I'm gonna go ahead and make something that we can just conceal them with and keep predators around and keep them contained. So what I gotta do is head on over here to the warehouse, my little imagination station, where I get things built. I gotta go get the keys and open it up, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then you're gonna see me getting to work on some kind of apparatus that's gonna contain those little neonates when they hatch. Okay, we gotta open this up. See you in a minute. Okay, lucky break for me, people. I found this old milk crate, and what we need to do is just kind of seal up these little things here. But I can just stick this right over the nest and maybe anchor it in with a couple of stakes, and that will be that. I mean, hey, that's pretty good if you ask me. That's a simple solution. So I'll just use some of this wire. Maybe we'll zip tie it to these openings. I'll cut some of it, and yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm happy about this. Very simple. So yeah, give me a minute and I'll get this thing all wrapped up. Okay, I've got everything I need to anchor this down, and that's what we're gonna do. We are over the nest. What we want to do is simply just keep these little guys from escaping. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Most eggs, by the way, most nests are raided by predators within the first 24 hours of being laid. Once we put this over, it's going to look too unappealing to anyone. It looks too bothered by humans. They're not going to really go for anything. And that being said, we also have taken care of our raccoon problem a while ago. So what I'm going to do is simply, let's see, I'm going to nail this thing into the ground. How do I want to do it? I might need to use zip ties instead of the actual screws, which I brought. That might work better. Just drive this stake in the ground. We're just trying to keep the other tortoises from moving this as they go about their day. So that stake is in there, and I did bring some screws because I thought maybe the screws would work as a way to anchor this. I just need to go a little further down. Let's see. I think I can get a screw in there. All right, here we go. Here's open. All right, there's a screw. This looks pretty secure. I don't think the tortoises are going to be able to bang through that. And more importantly, when these little guys emerge, they're going to be contained in there, and you can rest assured I'm going to be on the case here. I'm going to be checking this thing out in the coming months for little baby radiateds. That could be the mom right there, you never know. But they are a beautiful species. So lots happening here at the camp, huh? So much going on. And it's always a fun kind of science experiment for me. I always get to try new things, see how they work, and that's kind of how all this reptile information came about. It's just experimentation. It's just trying different things to keep, you know, the animals going and coming up with new ways to do things. Sometimes necessity breeds invention. Sometimes you need things to be easier, and you find better ways to do things that are more less time consuming, I think is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, all good stuff. So I'm pretty excited about everything that's transpiring here at the camp. We got some sulcata eggs out of the ground today, which is awesome. 34 eggs, that's incredible. Here's some more radiateds. They're just hanging out. They're doing very well. And we've got some radiated eggs in the ground, and hopefully they'll hatch in the ground, which will be amazing. So that's pretty cool. We've got turtles here. There's the big female. Let's go see the big female badager real quick. This is always fun. Let's go. Where's she going? Where's she going? Look at that big lady. She's a beauty. Look at her. She's just gliding through the water. I don't know if you guys can see her or not. Can you guys see that big mama back in there? Look at how beautiful she looks just looking at us. Such an awesome species, and they're doing good here in this pond. Love it. I love being able to see them. I would have left them in that back pond, but since we're gonna have alligators in there, they would definitely crunch on their limbs and head, and I don't want to lose these guys. They're beautiful. So really, really exciting to see them kind of utilizing this pond. Here she goes. Wow. They are so graceful, huh? Oh, as I say that, she's kind of hung up herself there. Her plastron's a little hung up on a rock, but she's turning around now. Come on over here, lady. I'm gonna probably give these guys a feed here in a little bit. They've eaten all the water lilies that were in these containers. There's some water lilies growing. I gotta fertilize them and maybe they'll come back. But yeah, big badager Finnis female making her way across the pond. So beautiful. I love it, man. There's always something to see, huh? So rad. Let's see, is she gonna poke her head up? That is awesome. Man, so fun. Just a big, beautiful turtle to share space with here at Kamp Kenan. All right, we'll let her do her thing. Oh, there she goes. Let out a big bunch of air and she's gone. Phew, they're fast when they have to be. Oh, by the way, Bobby Rubino's out here somewhere. He's now living in here. This is his new abode, but I think he's in his cave. He's got a little heater in there. So Bobby's over here now. And I just wanted, before I left for the day, I just wanted to go and see how that other sulcata is doing with her digging. If in fact she likes where she's digging for her nest, because sometimes they'll dig, they'll hit too many roots and they'll stop and kind of abandon that and look for someplace else to go. But I can see her right now. It looks like she's turned around and she's using her hind legs. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and repeat this whole process again to make sure we get these sulcatas, their eggs, out of the ground. Awesome day today. I'm glad I spent it with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you love seeing these kind of videos about tortoise eggs and how to get them and what we're doing to incubate them and keep them alive? Let me know. All tortoises all the time. Well, that's not true, is it? We got lizards and crocs and all sorts of fun stuff here. All reptiles all the time here at Kamp Kenan. See you guys.